Yo, what's going on guys, it is Foxy298 here. Welcome back to a brand new video for you guys today here on the channel. Today we're here with the official AlphaTauri launch for you guys here on the channel. And we're going to be covering a couple of interesting bits and bobs about the car. And obviously, because it's kind of a brand new car, we're obviously going to delve a little bit more into it. But if you enjoyed today's video, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new around here as well. And first things first, we've got the official livery for it. I think it's ugly, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to keep that, type of vibe of this video out of the way. But I'm not going to lie to you, it's probably one of the ugliest cars I think I could have seen. Considering all of the teasers that they gave about it being like black and then this like type of neon looking blue and stuff, I was like, I'm interested. And then they've just dropped this and I'm like, it literally just looks like someone's gone onto F1 2019, got the Alfa Romeo livery, and just modded it so it's blue and changed its logos. That's all they've done. They've just basically, that's what it looks like to me. So yeah, this livery gets 2 out of 10 for being crap. But we're going to step away from that now, and we're going to delve into the car itself. So, first picture you can see on your screens right now is we've got 2 from like the side on, from 1 from each side, and then we've got a front perspective view, and then we've got just a top-down view of the car. And first things first, there's a couple of things to note about the Toro Rosso, which is a little bit different compared to the last year's one. And I've already said Toro Rosso when it's actually AlphaTauri. This is going to really annoy me, and that's probably going to be something as well. I think the only thing that's going to be cool about this is seeing David Croft struggle to actually pronounce it properly. Apart from that, it is what it is. So, the first thing that we can note then about the AlphaTauri, which is different compared to the Toro Rosso of last year, is the first thing that I spotted straight away is at the start of the front nose. And it's got that sort of step type feature that Red Bull have got. So they're taking a little bit from Red Bull there, and then implementing that steep step piece to it. So a very similar concept, obviously, to Red Bull. And the other thing that I noticed from the front of the car, anyway, is that they've gone with a similar type of front nose, like the final piece that sticks out that's in black. It's very similar to McLaren in that respect. So they've gone with that style. They tend to have that throughout their entire history. However, they've normally had like a different concept, like step nose, which they introduced from 2018 and then put into 2019. Here into 2020, it's all one singular piece, again, like McLaren. So they've got rid of that sort of stepped nose thing, and it's all just one plain piece. Moving on then into the next picture, and again, it's from the right-hand side, and basically I just wanted to swap sides so I wasn't waffling on one side, even though they're both the same. Also then, the side pods are again, very, very thin, as we've seen from pretty much most of the teams this year, taking a new approach, sort of making their intakes a little bit lower. Again, it's got the mirror covers, which we've seen for a little bit of aero here and there. And then obviously, the interesting piece is on the barge boards, and then also this, again, the pieces that are just around the side of the car, all the jewelry pieces, as I like to put them, because they're just really mental and crazy. But this one on the AlphaTauri is a little bit extreme. Look at the amount of just different carbon pieces that are just sticking up, and then there's a nice little, another blue piece that just sort of squares that all off, and then that connects to the side pods. I don't know, it's really complicated, it's really weird, and it's a very unique design, and no one's gone anywhere near touching that part of the design yet. So, very interesting stuff there from AlphaTauri, and I wasn't expecting anything like that, but that's exactly what we got. Also, the other thing that I noticed, again, is probably going to change throughout the season, unless they decide to keep it. I'm not sure if they kept it last season, or if they just decided to put it at specific tracks, but I'll probably have to rewatch it again. AlphaTauri have got this like this bucket spoon type rear wing that you can see. You tend to have that on like slightly lower downforce circuits, which don't require like maximum performance. It's like, for example, it's high speed circuits. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like Silverstone, like Baku, where you want some downforce, but you don't want to sacrifice all of it. And they sort of had this for pretty much the majority of last year by the looks of the images. And again, they've gone with that this time around. And also, they've gone with the single pillar to connect in the middle between the exhaust and also the rear wing. Most of the teams have got 2 pillars, and then they've got a separate DRS like connector to open obviously the DRS. Whereas on the AlphaTauri, it's all one singular build, which is quite interesting to spot from in there. Looking then from the front of the car, and again you can see how these side pods just look really, really thin and just crazy. You can see again the new type of front nose and how they developed that, just to see. And then you can see again on the side those crazy barge board pieces that are in there that are just a little bit on the super extreme side of things in there from AlphaTauri, and it's pretty mental how extreme they've gone with it, but. You know, it is what it is at the end of the day. And I'm just trying to have a look at a previous look at their car. Again, they've gone with that similar type of front wing design to what Ferrari and Haas and Alfa are doing, but it's not as extreme. It's a little bit more relaxed than what they had in the past there. But the biggest piece to take on is those barge board pieces. They are absolutely incredibly just... It literally looks like a fence that, you know, it's like a fence to like a, you know, like a power generator that you're not meant to go into, you know, it's one of those security fences. That's what it looks like. It doesn't look like a car, it looks like a fence that's been built on it. It's like, right, how do we get aerodynamics? I know, put a fence on the barge boards. That'll do it. That'll give us lots of air. Yes, works. 3/10 gained, you're promoted. And then the final picture that we've got in here, we've got, again, a nice top-down view of the car itself. And like I said, like the rear of the car, just with the way that the logo is sort of implemented into it, like I said, it just looks like the Alpha. I don't know why. I don't know if you guys are getting that vibe or not. And then you can see the floor, and we can just see the overall size of the package here. And just sort of having a look, it looks like it's been thinned out a little bit. It looks like a slightly narrower package in there. And then obviously lots of interesting bits and bobs there on the floor. And obviously by having a narrower package, it means you could just do a little bit more extra work on the floor and other pieces of the car to just sort of make it more interesting. And then we've got obviously on the front wing, AlphaTauri Body Mind. Whatever that means. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for the AlphaTauri reveal. Let me know what you think, though. Do you actually like the livery? Are you completely the opposite opinion to me? Let me know in the comment section down below. And if you guys have enjoyed the video, feel free to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you're on the around here as well. And I don't even know if there's a car launch tomorrow. If there's not, I'll upload a different video. If there is, then I'll upload the car launch video. Who knows? But anyway, thanks for watching. Peace.